guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a brow tutorial. From my last video, I had so many of you guys ask me how I get that kind of signature, really fluffy, bushy kind of brow. Now, I did kind of address this briefly in another video, but I did want to do a really in-depth video just so that way I can get out all of my tips and tricks about brows and creating that kind of signature brow for you guys. So the look that I'm wearing on my face, it is very heavily inspired by Desi. She did a tutorial on this look here. I'll leave it down below. I don't know if it's the exact same thing because I think I used a few different products than she did, but it's basically the same halo eye with the yellow gold kind of tone in the middle. Now, my highlight on my cheeks is a pigment actually. It's from Gorgeous Cosmetics in the shade Sand Shimmer. So you can get this online. There's a few stores here in Melbourne that stock Gorgeous Cosmetics. And my lip color is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. And I also have Dolce K lip liner from Kylie just on the outside. So step one, when you are doing the fluffy brow look, you want to first grab a spoolie. This one here is from MAC. Now, when you're doing your brows in general, you really do want to make sure that you have a spoolie on hand. This is basically like a mascara wand that has no mascara on it. You can even use an old mascara, just keep the wand, wash it with water and soap, and then just throw out the tube and just keep the actual wand of it. Or you can also get some disposable mascara applicators from eBay for like $3. So I'm going to start by brushing my brows straight up to Jesus. And this is going to give me a really good guideline of where I'm going to need to fill in later. So as you can see, this brow is pretty okay. It's a little bit sparse just here, so I'll just fill that part in a little bit. This brow, however, needs Mary, Joseph, Jesus, Moses, like it needs everything. So I'm just gonna brush that going straight up. And as you can see, my brows are quite uneven. This one here is a lot thinner at the tail. This one here is a lot thicker. So that is gonna give me an indication of where I need to fill in using the product. So now to fill in the brow, I'm just gonna go over this quickly before we move on to the priming step. I'm gonna be using Benefit KaBrow. This is a dip brow. I'm in the shade number 6. Now, I actually almost didn't give this product a chance, you guys. Like, I was so close to just completely disregarding it because I wasn't like in love with it the first time I used it. But then when I tried doing this trick for my last video, I used this and you guys loved it. So that is why I'm doing this tutorial now. So step one is to obviously prime and just keep everything where you want it to be, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be using the MAC False Lash Maximiser. You can use the soap trick if that's what you prefer. If you guys don't know what the soap trick is, I'll leave Desi's video for that down below as well. She's like a brow queen, that one. But because I'm a lazy bitch, I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to take this and then just start combing it right through. And it's literally just going to make all of the hairs go straight up. And you really want to take your time with this as well because you want to make sure that every hair is properly pushed up. And this product as well also has fibers in it. So if you do find that you have very sparse brows, this is also going to help to kind of make them look as if you have thicker brows. Alright, so now that we have done that, I'm just going to take the back of a brush, any brush will do, and I'm just going to press that against my brows and kind of push it up. Even use your finger if you want to. But this is just going to make sure that all of the product is pushed in and there's no like little flyaways, if that makes sense. I'm going to go in with the Benefit KaBrow. Like I said earlier, I'm in the shade number 6 and I'm actually going to use the brush that comes with the lid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat each side just one time. Now, if you feel like you've put too much product on, just pop some on the back of your hand just to get rid of any excess. So with this brow, I really want to kind of make this front part look a lot more full, just like the rest of my brow. So I'm mainly going to focus this on that area. You can just kind of turn it to the side and then just start flicking up. And then when it comes to the tail of the brow, you just want to basically mimic how these brow hairs are already going. So I'm going to kind of tilt it to the side and then just draw little ones like that. And see how that just automatically gives me the illusion of a longer brow. I think I want to go a little thicker. And then as I get closer towards the very end of the brow, I'm barely pressing the brush onto that area because that's where I want it to look the lightest, so it looks like a natural brow. So that's one brow done. As you can see, like the difference is fucking insane. Basic brow, basic brow. And now for this brow, we do have to create a lot of brow. It's just a matter of building up and going with it, really. I mean, already you can see that that's made such a difference. When I dip the brush into the product, whatever product is already on the brush, that's the product that I use to draw the more coarse brow hairs, just so it looks more natural, because obviously see when we dip the brush into the product, there's going to be a lot of excess product on there. So that excess product is what's going to give us the thicker brow hairs. Then once we draw these brow hairs on, the product has come off the brush, which means that there's going to be a much lighter application of the rest of the product. So as soon as you dip in, that's when you want to start drawing your brow hairs. I'm going to brush these brow hairs up a little bit more. There we go. And once you've popped this through your brows, try not to brush them out too much, because then you might find that it might go a little bit crusty. So it's important that you just separate them individually and don't go too ham. So that, guys, concludes this brow tutorial. I've never done a really kind of in-depth brow tutorial before. If you guys did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you guys like, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Periscope. That's down below. I love you guys for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.